redial. I'm just curious. I mean, how can we bring identity theft protection to seniors in our area? I hate identity theft. I hate when my credit card number is taken almost every year around Christmas time, and I gotta go get Christmas for the kids. And somebody went to the Jay-Z concert, literally happened to me this past year. Somebody stole Stephanie's credit card number and went and spent thousands of dollars at the Jay-Z concert.
Who steals it?
I don't know.
People at fast food restaurants are doing this super.
I'm actually calling LifeLock right now. I'm going to call LifeLock, okay?
Ask them how people do it.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to talk to them right now. But I think LifeLock is one of the most well-known out there. There's Experian ID theft, ID Shield identity theft, LifeLock.
They help over 4 million people.
Over 4 million people. Yeah, that's a lot. Hello? Yes, this is Greg McIntyre. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for calling. How did you hear about LifeLock?
I mean, you guys have a fair amount of advertising out there, and you have a fair amount of advertising out there, and it just seemed like you were probably maybe a leader in what you do. It seemed like.
Okay, and have you seen any particular advertisements on TV or the radio?
I have. I've seen television advertisements, and I've seen you online before. And I've heard good things, so I wanted to call and just ask a couple of questions, okay?
Sure. And what state do you reside in?
North Carolina. Do you provide identity protection for North Carolina?
Yes.
Great. It's probably a dumb question. Sure. Yeah. So why? Okay. So I'm an attorney. I'm an elder law attorney. Okay. And my thoughts are my clients could really, really benefit. And I've got a fair amount of clients. I meet new people every day. I counsel with people. And some of them are really fearful of having their credit card statements, or their credit card, a bank account stolen, or the bank card, or having someone, or they know horror stories about someone who's had identity theft and who's had problems with identity theft, and that, I mean, I'll tell you, I counsel people, every week, I have people ask me about those issues and how we can stay away from those, or how they can, not fall victim to those kind of scams. And I know myself personally, I've had my credit card stolen, and my wife has too, probably several times over the last couple of years. And, it's at crucial times when we're at Christmas, we need to buy Christmas presents, and Santa Claus shopping, and all of a sudden, somebody runs off with the credit card number and buys a bunch of stuff online, or goes to a concert. That's what happened last year and spent a bunch of money. So what does LifeLock offer that would help, say, my clients?
In reference to the bank account monitoring, that would be offered with our LifeLock Advantage and LifeLock Ultimate Plus plans only. And we do offer with the Ultimate Plus checking, savings, credit card, and 401k investment retirement account monitoring as well.
Right.
With the Advantage, it's just checking the credit card transaction. But we can alert you to any transactions over a certain amount that you set if you're able to link those accounts to your online member portal with your online banking credentials.
Okay, so how do you think that LifeLock can help a senior family, a husband and wife?
For children or adults over the age of 55?
Sure, if that's what we're calling seniors nowadays. I think I can get a 55. I can get a senior coffee at Hardee's, right? If I'm over 55, yeah.
We don't really have we do have the option to enroll a senior if their child or adult child enrolls themselves as well, and we do have a specific LifeLock senior plan, but if they're just enrolling themselves, they would just
So what's a LifeLock senior plan? I'm curious.
With the LifeLock Senior Plan, just one moment.
Sure.
So LifeLock Senior does include the LifeLock Identity Alert System, dark web monitoring, address change notification or verification, fictitious identity monitoring, arrest and court record alerts, data breach notifications, credit card checking and savings account activity alerts, investment account activity alerts, and also home title monitoring. So it does include everything basically under the Advantage plan. It's basically the same thing as that, except for the home title monitoring and the investment account monitoring. You get that all with the LifeLock Senior. And this is $19.99 per month or $219.89 for the year, and all prices for membership are per person plus any applicable tax.
I mean, that's pretty good. So you're essentially going to monitor all different kinds of titled assets, and in addition to credit and bank accounts, and make sure that any kind of suspicious activity is reported to that person and maybe another family member, right? Sounded like I could put my daughter or my son on there, and you're going to report it automatically when that happens, right? So hopefully they can catch it before anything bad occurs. Is that correct? Would that be correctly characterizing what you did?
Are you asking about alerts, if we would alert you?
Sure.
Is that the question? Okay, so yeah, we would alert you by phone, text, or email to uses of your personal information for new credit or services within our network. And so that does include the fraudulent use of the social security number, name, address, and date of birth in applications for credit and services within our network.
I mean, that's a great plan for seniors. I'm going to tell you, I wish that I could offer this to my clients. Is there any chance that I, through our firm, could offer this to our clients?
I can connect you to our LifeLock business department, and they can assist you with that information if you'd like.
That'd be great. Hey, you've been very helpful, and I really appreciate it, okay?
You're welcome. Do you mind holding for a brief moment?
No, and what was your name?
Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it, okay? You have a great day.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you for calling.
Patrick was very helpful, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that, I have so many clients that are so concerned about somebody stealing their bank account info, applying for credit cards in their names. We've done the fraud show about how, and scam shows, right, about how that happens. This LifeLock product would be great for seniors. And it sounds like a child can get that for their parents too. And maybe be plugged in. So maybe if I'm say when I'm a little older, I could have my daughter and son maybe on there to be notified.
Wouldn't you
And
have,
it not only notify my wife and I, but it'll notify them so they can help me take action.
wouldn't you think though to get that on a parent, you'd have to have a general power of attorney?
I think you just do it together. Yeah, otherwise you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
And
just
then
do
for
it
an over
together.
18
You just
child.
do it as a family. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a great idea. I love that.
It'd be good to have it on.
I mean, you're talking about asset protection? This is right up our alley with asset protection. What better asset protection than to not only line up your legacy to go to your children, but also to protect that legacy to make sure some scam artist
It's another
doesn't
layer
have
of
it.
protection.
Yeah, it's another layer of protection. I absolutely love it. I'm going to see if we can become some type of affiliate and offer that in Cleveland County at a discounted rate. Okay? That's what I'm going to try to do.
36 billion is taken from older Americans every year. 36 billion with a B.
36 billion
18 million people.
in like scams or something?
This is just in combination of any type of credit card fraud.
Credit card fraud or theft,
whatever, yeah.
right?
And they call it a growing epidemic.
Or epidemic.
Epidemic. Whatever.
Blah, blah.
Yeah.
A growing epidemic. So yeah, so that's horrible. And something like this LifeLock product or one of the other, Experian identity theft, there's a few of them out there. So I would urge you to check those out. One document that I was reading that I thought was very helpful, and I can put a link to this underneath the Elder Law Report today in social media. Taylor, if you'll do that, say hey, Taylor.
Hi.
Turn it around, show yourself. Taylor and Hayden have been all day at an event for superheroes. What was it? Superheroes?
Calling all superheroes.
Calling all superheroes for social workers and other people, discharge planners, who really help seniors and their families. Okay.
There's about 90 of them there.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Sounds like that was a great event.
It was. They need to go on your website and look at it because they gave a prize for the best booth. And I've worked with social workers. I worked at DSS for 9 years.
Right.
And they do everything mega.
They go all out.
Yeah. Whenever we would have a big event serving
Sure.
food, they all brought their very best casseroles. I mean, you
Yeah.
talk about a feed.
Let me show you this
all-
website. I just searched identity theft. Okay. I just searched identity theft, and when I searched that on Google, there's the 10 best ID theft services right there that came up. And it's a neat little article that showcases some of the best. Identity Guard, Identity Force, ID Shield, Experian, ReliShield, LifeLock, OnTrack, and Identity Protect, MyFICO, and Credit Sesame. So those are all different types of identity theft products. I'm going to tell you, guys, do you think that'd be a good idea? Do you think that'd be a good thing that our clients would want?
Yes.
I think it would be. I think we could send that to our e-newsletter list and give them a discount. I'd love to be able to bring them some kind of discounted services on identity theft, and I'm gonna try to make that happen. I really am.
Well, while you're waiting for them to respond, here's another statistic that's very
Sure.
interesting. Over 90% of all reported elder abuse is committed by their own family, usually adult children. So they advise seniors to review your statements.
Oh, to make
and shred
sure
your
the
documents.
grandkid, the
No, this is
granddaughter
their-
or grandson, didn't grab the credit card and run off.
Well, it says
Yeah.
their own children rather
Yeah.
than grandchildren,
Right, or
but yes,
children, okay.
grandchildren sometimes come stay with
Sure,
parents. So,
sure.
and gosh, with everything going on with kids today, I think you just have to assume
Kids
that
today.
just because your children are perfect, that they really are perfect.
My
Sometimes
son
not.
came to me and told me he got a speeding ticket yesterday.
He did.
He was so serious about it. He was so beat up. He
Did-
was so. I thought he was going to tell me something horrible.
Did
I
he?
thought it was absolutely horrible, or I was going to be a granddad or something. I was like, "What do you have to say, son?" He said,
Yeah.
I got a speeding ticket, and we walked through it and talked. He's a great kid.
Oh, I know. He really is.
I wonder
Smart.
who's gonna get what attorney he's gonna get.
It's like, well, I've already advised him on what he needs to do, and we're going to hire another attorney that handles speeding tickets all the time. Same one that handles mine. I'm going to have somebody else do it. I am.
Well, did he say, but we have accidents forgiveness, Dad?
Yeah.
And you
Well,
said you're being punished anyway?
it wasn't an
Sound like
accident.
commercial.
He didn't get in an accident. He got
No,
a speeding ticket.
punished for getting speeding ticket.
Oh no. Yeah. No, I didn't. I really didn't get. Yeah, I talked to him about responsibility and being a man and taking responsibility, paying for the ticket and taking the classes, maybe doing some community service to get to go in his favor, and it's just his responsibility. He's gonna have to knock that out.
I usually just cry to my daddy and he takes care of it all.
Oh, that's a good life lesson.
I had a speeding ticket my senior year. I also had a wreck, the only other one I've ever had, except for the past 2
Right.
years. Turned a Volkswagen over in a curve. They were top heavy then. The wheelbase was
I
newer.
think we just left a 10-minute long message from LifeLock. I'm going to call back. When we get off the phone, we're going to check with LifeLock. And there's some other ones that I think would be good. Identity Guard, Identity Force. I mean, some of those might be good partners as well. But I think we need to partner up to bring those services to our clients.
It'd be great.
I agree. So Hayden, what's Hayden's happy place today?
Well,
We started off with a call to LifeLock, talking about identity theft services. And Patrick helped us at customer service
until we lost them.
until he put me through to a voicemail, a long voicemail. Yeah,
Yes, the
we'll call back. It's sure it's
never
our
ending
fault.
voicemail.
That's right. And so tell me, what is this thing you have here?
Well, if I say her
What is
name,
this?
she'll wake her up. I'm
What is
really
it?
not going to talk about this today. I'm going to
Can I
tell
play
you
games with her?
next Friday. This is there's a learning curve, but this is something that I think could really help seniors, and it's lots of fun. It's
What is it?
called an Echo.
How is it?
It's an
It's a
Amazon
comb.
Echo. That's
this
all
not-
there is to it. That's all
I
there
thought it
is.
was something else. Alexa.
It is
That's
kind of
the-
like, well, you didn't turn your knob.
Whoa!
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Okay.
Oh, so we gotta hook it up to the internet.
Let me hook it up to your internet here.
Well, you don't
My
have to.
car usually
Right now.
does.
So
Well,
what?
It won't work unless it does. I don't
Oh, it
think.
won't?
I don't know. Alexa, tell me a joke about a lawyer.
I'm having trouble connecting
So
to
it's
the
got to connect to the internet.
We'll figure that out. But I want to talk about this next Friday. But I was going to just do a little bit of a prep.
This is something that's really going to help seniors. It can turn the lights on, turn the lights off, turn the TV on, turn the TV off, order a pizza, order your groceries,
Adjust your heat and air conditioning.
adjust your heat and air conditioning without getting out of bed.
Yeah.
So I could wake up in the middle of the night and be like, don't tell my wife, but cut the air conditioning down, right? Or up, so whatever. Yeah, make it
Leave
cold.
me a note. Leave me a message.
Leave-
You
right.
can
Remind
even
me,
call
set an alarm, set an
someone
alarm.
if someone else has one of
Right.
these. You can actually call.
I think this should be a whole nother
And it-
show.
it would-
We should do a whole other show just on Alexa.
But there's a
Alexa.
there's a learning curve.
Hey Alexa.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
That's all she'll say until we
Take
get
a
Really?
look at the help section.
We'll connect
in
her
your
for next
Alexa
week's
app.
show.
Okay, so we'll have her connected. We'll have her ready to go for next week's show. And that's going to be next week's show is about Alexa, all the things that Alexa can do, how Alexa can help. Okay,
I'm having
and
trouble
that'd be a
connecting to the
great
internet.
show. Stop.
Please don't say Alexa.
Help section in your Alexa app.
Alexa, go to sleep. Okay. But if you say her name again, she'll come back up.
Alexa. Oh,
She's
I'm
always
having
ready.
trouble connecting
okay.
to the
So
internet.
anyway,
Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Okay. Alexa, go to sleep.
oh, so we'll plug it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
it. But you know,
that sounds like a great show, Hayden.
well,
Next
I
week. We'll do the whole
think it
show.
would. Okay, we can.
I
do
can't
that.
wait to do it on Alexa. Yeah.
It's they say you train it to respond to you, and
Right.
it learns you, and it'll do crazy things, and they give you some questions to
Can't you
ask
play
her.
games with it too?
Yeah, if you say, Lex, I want to play Jeopardy, it will start asking you it'll ask you 6 questions.
Right.
And they're not as difficult as the Jeopardy questions, I
Uh-huh.
understand. If this person I was talking to, they had answered 5 out of 6, and even the people on the show can't do that. So, but
I wonder if it can play
we'll
Family
have fun
Feud.
with
I
her.
like that game.
Oh,
It can play
okay.
Family Feud?
I'm asking. I wonder if it can.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Well, there are all kinds of websites on questions people have asked Alexa and crazy.
We could do a show for Family Feud, and I could be your host, and it could be older law questions, and we could have our whole
I
firm
think
in
that
it.
is awesome.
I know.
We should do that too.
We'll
Okay.
have to see what she can do with that.
I wanted to read an article about identity theft. Okay. That was put out by Elder Council, which is a national group of elder law attorneys that I'm a member of. Okay. That's one of the reasons we wanted to call LifeLock today too, and talk about feasibly how do we help people protect their identities. Anybody can go on and get this online. Okay, you know, they can get LifeLock, they can get those things, but I feel like a lot of people don't take that step, okay, and they don't really do it, and then it's too late, and a bunch of money's gone, and then they're wondering how this happened to them. I know that's what happens to me.
Well, people go and steal your identity and get a brand new credit card.
Sure.
And, you know, there are a lot of things that can be done. I mean, people could actually steal your house.
Right.
You know, if you've got the right connections and you've got somebody who will be a notary and
Sure. So
have a house sold before you even know it's gone.
senior adults and identity theft. How to protect against it. Senior adults can be more susceptible to identity theft than others. Identity theft is a crime that is on the rise. It involves a criminal stealing personal identifying information to create a new identity or to steal money from the victim. Senior adults are targeted for a few reasons. One reason is they often have more money saved after a lifetime of working than younger people. Just makes sense. If I've been on the earth longer, I've been working longer, I'm going to save more money. So they're a bigger target. Another factor is that personal information for elderly adults often passes through more hands, especially those in hospitals and nursing homes. Senior adults can be more trusting of people and often do not pick up on the warning signs. Finally, aging adults are far less likely to report identity theft crimes. They fear that their independence might be taken away by their loved ones. It is important for senior adults and their caregivers to know how to protect themselves against identity theft. Technology.
Alexa.
Alexa's dead. The rapid growth of technology has given identity thieves many new outlets for preying on seniors. Many thieves use emails to present themselves as a reputable group or company. In the emails, they request personal information. Seniors give their information, and the thief has what they need to steal from them. Identity thieves also use phone calls to gain personal information. They may pose as representatives from companies or the government and ask for personal information. Unsuspecting seniors then give them personal information. Social media is another place that identity thieves comb to find their the personal information of senior adults. To protect their identity, seniors should never give out any personal information through unsecured sources, such as email or over the phone. Seniors should avoid sharing personal information on social media. Even information like the exact date of birth can allow identity thieves to obtain information to steal from an unsuspecting adult. Paperwork. Papers, including mail, are an excellent way for thieves to get personal information. Keep tabs on all important documents and store them safely in a file cabinet that locks or is safe. If a senior adult is in the hospital or traveling, it is important to stop mail delivery or arrange for daily pickup. Monitoring credit and bank accounts on a regular basis also helps protect the identity of senior adults. So that, is, in my opinion, a perfect reason why this LifeLock product or something like it, identity theft protection, is a perfect idea. So monitoring credit and bank accounts on a regular basis also helps to protect the identity of senior adults. Shred old paperwork, mail, and receipts instead of just throwing them away, and be careful when throwing away receipts in places like hotels. That's why in our office, with any information, we put it in a shredder box to shred instead of just a regular trash can, right? Protection. You can get a shredder at home, by the way. You can get a home shredder.
I have one.
Protection. The starting point for seniors to be protected from identity theft is to be informed. Seniors and their loved ones should educate themselves and their loved ones on common scams that identity thieves use. Another way to protect identity is through a monitoring service. For a small fee, companies can monitor online accounts and a person's social security number and help prevent identity theft. There are also what's that warm up? What do you want? People do. You ever see people when they doing acting classes and stuff?
Yeah.
The improvise is that show where they warm up their
They warm up their vocal cords.
They make funny
Yeah.
sounds. Ooh, or whatever.
There are also, I think I need to do that. There are also a variety of legal planning tools to help protect seniors and their loved ones from identity theft. The way assets are titled can play a large part in whether those assets can be stolen. Planning their trust can help provide a layer of protection against identity theft and fraud. A thorough legal plan combined with knowledge and awareness is the best defense. If you have any questions or would like any information, please feel free to contact us and we can help you further. That's just a nice little summary article of what we're talking about with identity theft. Hey, you can, I've had my identity stolen, or my bank account information stolen. I've had that happen. I think taking steps, especially as we age, can really help protect assets. And I'd like to see more people do that. And I promise I'm not going to let this drop here. I'm going to see if maybe we can be an affiliate of a reputable identity theft provider, and see if maybe we could bring some discounts to our clients.
I wasn't just mindlessly playing on my phone. I was looking up identity theft protection companies because, I mean, we're not representatives, we're not representing that company or endorsing them anyway.
Sure.
So here's one, Experian, and isn't that one of the credit card companies where you can call and get your
Right, yeah,
credit
Experian
rating?
offers a product.
They have an identity theft protection. And here's a list of the top 10, so you can call yourself, and I couldn't find one that Consumer Reports recommends. That's usually where I go to.
That's what I was showing them a second ago was the top 10 list.
Mhm.
That's the site I was on that I showed them. Yeah. Yeah, that top 10. So anyway, thank you so much for watching the Elder Law Report today. I appreciate that. And I think, just protect your identity. Consider, an identity theft product. Be careful. That's all. Use some common sense. But I can tell you, even if you do that, still can get hacked and get things stolen. It's just a reality of the day. And certainly some type of identity theft protection service can absolutely help protect us against
If they want to read the article, where do they need to go, Greg?
If you want to read the article, okay, look further into the article. You can go to our Facebook page, okay? We just posted that. You can sign up for the e-newsletter. We just posted it there too. And also you can go to our website, mcelderlaw.com, click on the blog, and we just posted that. I think it's the last blog we posted. And we'll also put that in the comments on today's show, okay?
Tell you one more thing,
Yes.
it popped into my head. I was told to always watch your credit card. If you give it to a waiter or someone at a drive-through, watch what they do with that card, because there are these machines that they can get that will steal your identification off your card. They just slide it in there, and it takes your credit card number and your CVD number or whatever on the back. And so just keep an eye on that when you go through either to a restaurant or a fast food or even a department store. Just keep
Yes,
your eye on
ma'am.
your credit card.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Hey, thanks, guys. See you next week. We're going to talk about Alexa.
Yeah, if you have any funny things or stories, contact us. If you have had a bad experience or a bad experience with Alexa or the other brands, we're not pushing Alexa. That's just my choice. 'Cause
Okay.
Amazon.
All right. We'll see you next week.